is to demonstrate how to put multiple graphs on the same file using Logger Pro. What I will do is open my last version of Logger Pro, and there's actually a couple ways you could do this, and I'll let you figure out the alternative ways to this. What I'm going to show you is one that's similar to the way that I showed you with your Google Sheets. So what we want to do is simply make another column here that would be our alternative y's, or our second function of y. So before I do that, I'm going to remind us that this is y1, meaning equation 1 from the lab, and then I'm going to add another set of data that would be a calculated column. And when I use the calculated column, this time I'm going to label it y2. For the second equation, we use the y value that we used last time. Again, here's where we would put units in. This time I'm going to use the expression, and this is the second equation that you're supposed to graph, which is the parabola. So we'll say we want to take the x variable. Now we could operate on the y variable as well, but that's not what we want to do. We want to operate on the x variable, and then we raise it to the second power, and then we say we're done, just like before. Now it gives us that whole entire range of graphs. One thing that you notice is that it didn't graph it automatically. We can have to go back to the actual graph, and all you do is click on the axis. Now we can graph this one as well, and it changes that way. Okay, you may decide you want to have multiple ones, so if you click on the more option, then we can check, and not just that, but this one as well, and we can say okay. And notice that this, what was a pretty nice steep slope from the y equals 2x, is pretty much a zero slope. That's because the range is so much bigger for our parabola. So I decided I wanted to just use the parabola. So I go back and uncheck that box, and we say okay, there it is. But now you'll notice that I don't have my graph for the line any longer. So what we would do is we go back to insert graph, and it's going to guess. It guesses the most recent data. So that
Joe Kavanaugh, please call the main office. Joe Kavanaugh, please call the main office.
So it guessed this set of data wrong because I actually want the line. So now all I have to do is click on here and pick the y1, and it will change. Now notice that it's given poorly chosen, so all you have to do is hit this button up here, auto scale, and it will put it back the way you want it. So now I have, on this one file, I have 2 graphs and all the set of data all in one table.